Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle Podcast with Hype. This is episode 78. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE is Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Special guest in the building, my fucking brother in the building. Introduce yourself to the audience.
What's going on, everybody? This is T.Stokes, you know what I'm saying? On Instagram, T.Stokes, SP, all one word. Also, you can follow my fitness page, Push Through Pain Fitness, PUSHTHRUPAIN Fitness, all one word. You're looking for a trainer, holla at your guy.
All right. First of all, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
All right, now let's hit the rundown. E-Block Radio Network every Monday, 2 o'clock on the E-Block Radio Network. Tuesdays, 2 o'clock on the GFT Radio Network. Wednesdays, 216 The Blend. That is now 12 midnight on Wednesday, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. They put me in another joint. They got to get that into the rotation. 12:30 WTNUphilly.com on Thursdays. Fridays is I Say Podcast Radio Network at 10 a.m. THC Media on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Sunday, still trying to lock in that spot, y'all. H2H Cleaning. H2H Cleaning is my cleaning company at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. It's a tri-state area situation, but if you make it worth my while, I will slide. We do in roof and plumbing, HVAC, carpet and flooring, cleanups, cleanouts. However you need it, we can make it happen. Custom Hustle. Custom Hustle is the name of the clothing line. Custom Hustle World on Instagram. Custom Hustle Co on Twitter. Custom jackets, jerseys. Got the hockey jerseys, the basketball jerseys, the baseball jerseys, sweatsuits, t-shirts. We got all the baby stuff and all of those different things as well. Put your orders in, get you back to school on with us over here at Custom Hustle World. H2A, How to Hustle seminars can still be purchased. How to Hustle seminars can still be purchased. DM me, we can make that happen. All right, episode 78. This one here is something TT posted. Something he posted. I'm scrolling through Facebook. Yeah, I'm back on Facebook. Seeing this joint, I read through these comments, and I told him this is the episode right here. We're not even about to flame this on a phone call. What are the benefits? What are the benefits of being single after 35 was the question that he posed to all of the world. So we got the guests go first here on the How to Hustle Podcast with Hype. Stokesy, start that one off for
me. So personally, bro, being a man that's over 35, almost about to be 40, inshallah, I see zero benefit in being single over 35. Like none. Like absolutely zero benefit. Because I feel like after 35, like you should be like a lot more settled in your life, knowing what you want, where you want to be in certain things. And you should at least know like what you want in a partner. So, and like you said, so like, first of all, like I thought you was fake on Facebook. I had to make sure it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because we have fake
everybody kept
all the time.
saying that because it kept saying like
you know what I'm saying?
It kept saying like you got married the other day, and if you know, then he was at my wedding, which damn near everybody was there. Married 6 years ago, so people kept saying that to me, like, "Yo, this John said you got married like 3 days ago." I know that wasn't you.
Yeah, I was like, kind of crazy, but it was just like, but yeah, so. Like you said, so when I posted it was just crazy to me, like just reading the comments.
Hold up, we ain't there yet.
But go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not there. We're gonna get to the comments. What we need to figure out though is, all right, so you saying that you don't believe there's any benefits because at this point in your life, basically you should be settled. Or if not settled, it should be right on the horizon type of thing.
Yeah, like because it's like you get tired of sleeping by yourself. You get tired of putting your mom down as your emergency contact or somebody on that along those lines. Like, you know what I mean? Like you get tired of doing these type of things.
I ain't gonna hold
like
you. It's still weird not putting my mom as the emergency contact.
Yeah, like you feel
whenever
me? Like
whenever they ask, I'll be like 215. Oh wait, shit. I gotta proceed.
I gotta put my wife. Yeah, I gotta put my wife there. Exactly. You feel me? Like it's like I can't put my mom down as my emergency contact if I have a wife. You feel me? Like it's just not gonna happen. You feel me? So it's no benefit in sleeping by yourself every night. Like it's no benefit in none of this. Like I'm just like I don't see the benefit of it. Like, but
All right. So All right, personally, I think we might have needed one of these people out of these comments to do this drink. Because, but you know, that's how we do things over here. I want to spark that interest in you and make you want to come back. I don't see any benefits in it either. It's one of them things like, cause I'm 35 and I try to like tell my homies who like, if you over 35 and like you ain't got like a serious girl or serious nothing, it's like you need that to structure your situation. It makes you look at stuff different. It sets up your goals differently. Like you saying at this stage in life, you shouldn't, if you don't have it all figured out, then it's like, yeah, but it's right there. It's on the way. Like, you know, I'm moving towards this goal. I got this that I'm trying to accomplish, but a lot of them different things like people just like I don't understand what the hell be going on in the world. That's why I got married and got out of the game is because it's like this shit looks crazy. Going through
No,
these
it's
comments, the general thing that everybody pretty much kept saying was peace of mind, happiness, stress free, uh, and I can do whatever I want. Now, when you get to a certain age of responsibility, when you get to a first, not even age really, it's just a sense of responsibility. Once you got kids, you can't do whatever you want. Once you got
facts.
like, there's no more doing whatever I want once I had my daughter because all the decisions
Facts.
that you make have to be based off of well, how's this going to affect her? Do she need some new? She needs some new school clothes. Do she need some sneaks? Did she grow out of this? Did she like all of
They
those things
need
take into
diapers
effect?
at that
Yeah.
stage and all of that type of age. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So when people was losing me with that one, like I could do whatever I want. I don't have to answer to nobody. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody if you have to answer to them. Y'all in a relationship is give and take. A relationship is us both compromising to make this thing work for us. Can't be about how I grew up, how you grew up. It got to be about how we're growing together. The problem with most of these situations is it seemed like to me, like I said, reading through these comments, is like 60 something comments when I stopped that day. Is people don't even know what they're looking for. People just getting in relationships and just you rather say you got somebody than not had nobody. So now you're in a bad situation, and now you're in three bad situations or four bad situations, and now you just you like you got your shit, you got this Sloman shield up, whether you're a guy or a girl, because it's like I've been fucked over or hurt so many different times and played with in so many different ways that now I'm not even open to the shit. When once you start to hit this stage of life, it's like, man, look, I'm looking for shit to slow down. I'm looking to relax. I'm looking to chill. And it's like, how you don't know what you look like? That was another thing people kept saying too, was like, I get to find out, I get to work on myself and find out who I am. How you don't know who you are at this stage?
yeah, bro, listen, right? Let me jump in, bro. Like you said, that. So, what you just said, bro, you said peace, happiness. What was the other one? That was the other, like,
I get to do what I want, and I don't
do
have
what
to
I
answer to
want.
nobody.
And, right, bro, like, so, so, you, like you said, so you see, I kept asking everybody, bro, like, what in the toxic relationship, like, you can't have peace in a relationship. You can't have happiness in a relationship. Like, and the other one was, oh, work on myself. So you can't work on yourself while you're in a relationship. It's like, bro, even if you're in a relationship, like right now, like you and your wife, like y'all married, I've been married for 6 years, like you said, you still working on yourself
So
in a marriage.
that's one thing that I also don't understand when people say that. People act like they can only do like the self evaluations after the relationship is over. When if you're in a decent relationship, y'all know the house phone rings every episode. When you're in a decent relationship, it's like we should be working on this situation and working on ourselves the whole time. That way you adjust your game and we can get better and grow together. Because the thing is that the person that you meet, and if y'all in, let's just use my relationship for example, a 6 year relationship, we ain't the same people that got married the day that we said I
No,
do, that we are
no.
6 years later. And if you're not constantly evaluating you and her or you and him, then that's how y'all grow apart. That's how y'all see that we're not pushing through the same stuff. We might have been great for each other at 26, but at 34, it's like this ain't working out because we don't want the same thing. We're not looking to grow the same places. But if you wait until the shit's over to say, all right, now I need to take a look at what I did or what she did, or like that's the fucked up situation. But that's what happens when you just jump into something.
Facts. But like you say, but also like this is the thing, bro. Like, and we know this as people, bro. Like we're human beings. When we say, oh, I'm working on myself. Bro, if you don't have somebody close to you, like you said, a spouse or somebody that are telling you things that you're doing wrong, what are you gonna be working on? You're gonna be doing the same things that you've been doing.
You
You're not
think
gonna
it's
be
right.
working on
You think it's right. That's why
exactly.
you doing it.
Exactly. You think it's right. So you got somebody that's telling you these things are wrong and helping you work on these things. Like that's how you that's getting better and working on yourself is having somebody tell you like, yo, you do this or you act like this or you do this. And if you know within yourself, now you got your spouse pointed out. Now y'all working on it, like you said, you can work on it together. It's like, okay, now you can start to work on these things or start to, tweak it for your spouse because it's like, okay, I have somebody telling me, but it's like if I don't have anybody telling me what like I got going on, like I'm gonna keep doing the same stuff, repeating the same thing, taking the same stuff in the next relationship, and they keep on failing because
The thing about these situations too, though, is like it don't even have to be in a relationship. It's somebody that comes from a place of love with you, and you know if this person is coming from a place of love, and they tell you, yo, you always do this or you always do that, you always late. You always say I'm 10 minutes away and you ain't even left the house. You always say I'm ready and you ain't even dressed. Like the person who brings these things up to you, not trying to belittle you, not trying to put you down. That person that's bringing them up and you like, I know he wouldn't be on no bullshit. I know she wouldn't be on no bullshit. They're telling me this is because it's really something that I'm doing, bro. But it takes a bigger person to look at it. Like everybody instantly, when somebody tell you something you don't want to hear, something that they don't agree with, everybody instantly gets defensive. Getting defensive and getting mad that somebody don't agree with the shit that you're doing is a sign of immaturity. If you can't take this constructive criticism and like really use it and evaluate yourself and say like, all right, yeah, I need to work on that, or maybe I don't need to work on it. Maybe it could be just that one person's perspective. But I don't understand how people is like, how you don't know what you're looking for, and you this age. How you not?
bro,
How are you not in a situation where it's like, all right, for argument's sake, I don't want a girl with kids. When this girl comes to you and she says she has kids, why are you still talking to her? You say you don't want to do it with kids. When he told you he got 2 daughters, why are you talking to him? Like you say,
yo,
I don't want nobody that hangs in the bar. Why are you cracking on anything in the bar then? Like you setting
bro,
yourself up for
it's
failure in these situations.
no, bro, it's like I said, bro, since I've been single, man, like it's it's literally like it's astonishing. Like that's why I put that post up. It's astonishing to see like so many people, like you said, it's just like so I've talked to so many women, bro, like you said, that are over 35. And it's like you still don't know what you want. Like you genuinely don't know what you want. And it's just like now you're out here wasting people's time, right? Because it's like you say you want this, but you do nothing towards acting like you want a relationship. Like you say, you act like you say I want a relationship, but you put no effort, no nothing. It's
But
just
this is
like
the
you
thing.
just
This is the thing we always gotta remember though. Everybody didn't grow up in sturdy situations. Some people grew up with a toxic mom or toxic dad, and all they saw was a toxic relationship. So in their head, this is what it's looked like. We supposed to argue. We supposed to cuss each other out, fight, fuss, and all of that because they don't know how to be. They don't even know the questions to ask to get to a sturdy situation. Some people came from a sturdy situation and they don't know nothing about like we arguing, like what you cussing me out, like is that what we doing? The one thing that people all say in the dating pool now is like the dating pool ain't shit. The dating pool is fucked up. So if we all recognize that the dating pool is fucked up, what are we doing? We doing individually to all improve the dating situation? Like, are we just all going, well, it's fucked up, so I'm gonna be fucked up with it? Like, that don't make sense to
no,
me.
no, but that's what you said. That's basically what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like and bro, I'm telling you, man, like I've gotten to the point where I just was telling somebody, man, like I'm literally about to take myself off the market. Like it's literally like this bad out here because it's like I'm genuinely tired of talking to people, like I said, that are over my age or older. And like I said again, and it's people older than me that it's like you don't know what you want. You 40 something years old and you don't know what you want. How is this possible? Just tell me, how is this possible? You're a 44-year-old woman and you don't know what you want. It's
Talk me
astonishing to me, bro.
talk me through the dating pool. Since we just brought that up, talk me through somebody who's been out of the game. And like I said, every time you had these conversations with anybody who's single, they say, "Oh, the dating pool is fucked up." Talk me through what's the dating pool like in 2022? Because it sounds fucked up.
whoever, listen, I'm a first start off by saying, by all means, don't try to get in this game. Like, if you stay with your wife, like, just by all means, like, stay with your wife. Do whatever y'all got to try to work it out. Y'all got to go through anything. Try to work that shit out till it's literally, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's, like I just said, bro, like, you have women that don't know what they want. You have women that don't know how to hold conversation. You have women that say they're interested, but literally show no interest. You have women that think that that you're supposed to dislike them because they have certain features or certain things, and it's just like, no, like, no, that's not. I'm not there, and it's just. And in our religion, like, we're not really allowed to date. So I'm not a serial dater anyway. Like, I'm not about to be this dude that's about to be just going on just all these random dates just to sit and talk and eat and spend my money for what? And it's really, I don't really see nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Matriculating from this. So.
Nah, see, the bad part about
Shit
that is
just
like,
bad, bro.
the bad part about that is like, you said can't hold a conversation. If you can't hold a conversation, especially like, the reason why you throw out the 35, the number, is because at this point it's like, we've all been through enough different situations, which copy. Everybody got their past and things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell me your number and we good. But
Copy.
we all been through enough that we should know, I like this, I don't like that. I like this, I don't like that. And when everybody having a preference is perfectly fine. Never tell people like that it's wrong for you to have a preference. It's just wrong for you to put yourself in a situation where you're not meeting what you set your own standards to be. So like you said, I don't want to be a serial dater, then you shouldn't be going out on 1,000 different dates where you already know, like, I don't even want to do this shit. I'm already uncomfortable. This is not what I'm feeling. You should talk to the motherfucker and see if there's something there. See if we got a vibe. See if we got mutual understanding. See if we can grow together. But it's like, do people even talk to each other? Do people even
No.
have these general conversations? Like, me and my wife had so many different conversations before we ever got married. We don't have it, like, me and my wife, two different religions. We had that conversation about, so what happens if we have kids? Like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? Like, you got to talk about all of that type shit just before you just. I'm never telling nobody just marry somebody to marry somebody, be with somebody just to be with somebody. No, but you have to have real conversations. You got to be like, have them uncomfortable conversations. Tell him about the time that this happened and that happened, and you ain't like that shit, and this is not what you're gonna put up with. Tell her about that, like, so that we can meet each other on a mutual ground and we both know what we're looking for, so that we're not both still swimming in this dating pool.
Listen, right? Here's the thing. This is like you said, bro. I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? Like, so it was a point in time where I was just like, I don't want no more kids. Like, I'm done. So I wouldn't talk to women, that still wanted kids, right? But then, I prayed on it or whatever. And then I, like, at the end of the day, like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to reproduce, like, and it's a law's will at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't control it. It's a law's will. So if it happens, I'm gonna
Copy.
take care of my kid and, do whatever it's gonna do. So now by me changing the way I think, now that opened up a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm open to talking to women with kids and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing, bro, and if I could probably say one thing, like, about the dating pool, like, with my personal experience, the women I've met, um, it's too many no limit soldiers. Like, it's too many Mia exes out here. Like, every one of them just they hard as nails, bro. Like, they gotta be hard as nails. There's no feminine energy out here, bro. It's just like so much just, I don't need a nigga for this and I don't need. So I was just having this conversation with this young lady yesterday, and I was explaining to her, I said, listen, man, I can take care of myself. I know how to do all of these things. But guess what? I still need a woman in my life. I need a woman. The moment, so because when you start to think that, and this is before I let you go, like, I broke it down to her like a job. I said, if you have a job and you feel like you want this job or you need this job, you're going to treat it way differently. Like you're going to treat it and handle it, those two things completely different. If you feel like you need something, you're going to treat it way differently. But if you feel like, I don't need that, I don't need that shit, like, it's expendable. That's how you're going to treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you're going to treat it. So if that's your mentality, like, then niggas are going to always be expendable if you feel like, I don't need a nigga for this. Right? So it be them saying women like, well, why do you talk to men at all? Why are men even allowed to call your phone if you don't need a nigga for nothing?
So
Like it blows my mind, bro. Like it literally blows my mind. Like
this is a couple weeks
they
ago.
no limit soldier me down.
Something that you just said a couple weeks ago. My mother-in-law said something to me about washing clothes, and I told her like I don't wash clothes. My wife handles that. I don't even know what she uses to wash the clothes. I know how to wash them when I like if I had to wash my own clothes when I wasn't in a relationship with her. I washed my own clothes, but I don't want to. Like I know how to cook. Like I can get in the kitchen and make something, but I don't really want to have to do it every damn day. It's not about me not knowing how to do it. It's not about you not knowing how to kill a mouse, but I'm quite sure you don't want to go out here with the sticky and the bat and go handle that.
Copy,
So
copy, copy.
something that you just touched on, and this like I've been saying this one since the beginning of the podcast. When you were told, this is for the women, when you were told as a young girl, you don't need a nigga. You don't ever depend on a nigga for everything. You don't need a nigga for this, that, and whatever. Because your aunt, cousin, mom, whoever it was that was the person of influence was telling you this. She wasn't talking about your husband. She wasn't talking about your serious relationship. But the dude she was talking about was just some nigga that you talk to. You don't be dependent upon some nigga so that you can't feed yourself, like you said, you're going on dates and such. She wasn't saying don't get into a marriage and then tell him I don't need you for shit, pussy. I make more money than you and this, that, whatever. Like nobody was telling you to do that. And if you have that type of mentality in a marriage, I mean, maybe it works for y'all. Copy, hey, congratulations. But I don't know anybody who wants to be with anybody like that.
No,
Now,
copy, bro. And that's the thing, man. Like it's like it's so many women that got, like you said, that had that mentality, bro. Like you said, to touch back on it. That's one of the things that if I talk to anybody and we start getting serious and we said I like her or whatever, I'll put it out there. Listen, we get serious and all that. You become my girl and we get like a serious married and all that. One of the things that I don't really have a lot of stipulations. I genuinely don't. But washing my clothes is a stipulation. If that's not one of your things, then this will not work for us.
oh
This will
no, see
not work.
stuff like something like that'll weed itself out though, as the relationship grows. Is if she don't just do it, then it ain't something that she wants to do, then copy. I mean, like me personally, like I could like you all that I liked, but I couldn't deal with nobody with kids. For dudes who do put themselves in them situations, like I ain't got all the respect in the world for you to be able to handle that. I know that I couldn't. I know that I didn't want to have you got one or two baby fathers who can all feel like he gonna always be able to come around here, say whatever you want, do whatever you want. These kids at any given moment you could have raised them since an infant, and at any given moment they can still look at you and say, "You ain't really my dad," or "You ain't really like." That type of stuff. I never wanted to put myself in that situation, which is why I was like, okay, even like, yeah, I might like you, but it can't really go much further than here because this is what it is. So I'm going back through a couple of these comments, some of the stuff that people were saying. One that stood out to me, somebody said you can act like you're 25. Now, he's probably playing, but it's some truth in every statement. Why do you want to
Everyone.
Why are you trying to act like you're 25 if you're 35? If somebody throws that out there to me, that means I need to get away from her. She's not the type, she's not on the same type time that I'm on.
Right.
Somebody here, peace is what somebody is saying. There are peaceful relationships. Like if
And
you give
listen, right, it was another one, I'm gonna cut you off. It was another one that was just like, you can have sex with anybody you want. At this age, why do you want to still be doing that? Like, we're damn near 40, and you still want to be doing that, huh? Like, that's what you still want to be doing, at damn near 40 years old?
the crazy thing about them situations, once you start to get to this age, is you roll up on somebody's daughter and they'd be like, "That's my man. That's his little daughter from oh my god," or "That's such and such son." Or like, yeah, you can't just be out here taking everything down.
Yeah, like you understand what I'm saying, right? Like that's what I'm saying. It's just like that's at,
I never
at
been
what
one of those niggas
age?
who you knew the little girl since she was 11 and now she's 25 and you going like, damn, what's up with? What do you mean? What's up with her?
At
Like,
at what age does that get old? That's what I be wanting to ask some people, man. Maybe some people will, respond to the comment. Maybe
that's
some men. Like,
it's
at what age? And maybe that could be another show for another day. Like, you know what I mean? You can put that in the stories, like maybe. But like, at what age does that get old? Like to just be like, I got bros, or I hit all these chicks, or I like. At what age does that get old for people? Because it's old for me. Like, but I just want to
it's
know
one
whether
of the
that get
things
old for you.
I'll give Bora credit for this one. Shouts out to Bora for saying this one was like this was back in the day, like on the Chicks podcast when them joints first popped off. You go through all of this to hit all these different chicks just to brag to your man. And ultimately, he don't really give a fuck. Like after like, oh damn, you hit such and such. Damn, that's what's up. Was the yams good? Oh shit, it was. Oh, she did this, she did that. Oh, all right, copy. That's the end of the story. I'm never gonna care about time 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that you hit. I don't care. Like I'm not really impressed. Like I said, the first time you go, oh shit, the chicks that was down there. Oh damn. Like that additional time you go, oh all right, damn, that's what's up. After that, you don't care. So it's like, who are you? Because like
No,
at 37, nobody's coming in the house like, yo, I got some yams yesterday. So, nigga, I paid the gas bill earlier. Like, who gives a
yeah,
fuck?
like
Like,
yeah, who cares, bro? Like that's the whole thing. Like I just hit some new. I just got some new. Yeah. You want to do it on an award or something? Like even 40 years old, like okay, bro, like
I could do whatever I want and not have to answer to nobody. Why are you answering to anybody? Is something that I don't understand.
but
Happiness,
listen,
peace.
listen, right? Here's the
Like,
thing, right, bro? Here's the thing, right? And because like and whether it's now or like you said at that time, but guess what, bro? Like whether people like it or not, we all answer to somebody. Every one of us answers to somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all answer to somebody, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and like, I don't understand that. It's just like, I don't like know why people, like you said, they had this type of mentality. Like, if you're dealing with somebody, I had to explain this to this young lady earlier when I was just like, um, why now it's so hard for me to it's so hard to date a woman that's not Muslim because women that aren't Muslim, they look at the word submission as like the most evil word on the face of the earth. And it's like,
oh yeah, submission. That was an episode I did a while ago. What do you hear when you hear the word submission? Because yeah, people hear that and instantly, like you said, now you no limit soldier.
yeah,
You're not even
you are
listening.
no
You're not
limits.
even you're not even listening or going through what the context of the word is. You just instantly heard like, oh, I gotta be less than, or I gotta be no, it's not nothing like that. When like you say, we all answer to somebody, it's a yes and a no there because if you in a relationship with somebody and everybody has a routine, and if you're going to break the routine to go to your man's to watch the game tonight, you expect her to be in the house at a certain time. She get off at 5, you know, by 6:30, she gonna be in the crib. If she's not in the house now, you going, where the fuck is she at? It's the same thing if you're not in the house by then. All right, if you gonna go watch the game, that's cool. You gonna show up at 8:30, just tell me you gonna come here and you gonna come here then. Don't show up at 2:30 and you were supposed to be here at 6 and then act like nothing's wrong. Like, don't act like it's like I said, especially once you got kids and once you have responsibilities to other people, whether y'all don't have no kids or not, y'all have a responsibility to each other. If something happens and she says, well, he's never out North Philly, so I heard it was a shooting out there, so I know he wasn't the fuck out there because he ain't never out there. And now your ass is out there. What was you doing out there? How did you get out there? I never knew nothing about that. Same thing as if it happens to her. You're gonna be going, well, my girl don't be down in Center City, so I ain't worried about shit that happened down there until she's down there and you didn't fucking know. That's why it's nothing wrong with just letting the motherfucker know, yo, look, I'm going over here, I'm going over there. It's not like, can I go? Like, unless
Right.
you got that type
And
of situation.
copy. And when I was saying everybody answer to somebody, I was saying on the tip like a law or your higher power. Like we all answer to somebody. Like that's what tip I was saying it was on. Like, you know what I'm
Not
saying? Like,
necessarily, because everybody don't believe in God.
yeah, copy.
So
Yeah, and I feel
everybody
bad
doesn't,
for those type of people.
I mean, everybody don't look at it like they have to answer to somebody. Some people think
Yeah,
that you just.
copy.
I go with, like you said, I do whatever the fuck I want. I fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, but like you said, like at the end of the day, like everything in life has some type of structure. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like how long you like I said again, that's how anybody want to live that way, like I said again, that's on you. That ain't my job to judge you. But it's like you said, if you're in a relationship, especially a marriage and all of that, like y'all answer to each other. It's not a negative thing. Like you said, it's not like I'm telling you, like you said, I got all these rules and you can't do the date. If you're in that type of situation, and I don't, that's I wouldn't say that's healthy, but to each his own. But
Hey, somebody said to me,
you know what I'm
I tell
saying?
people this. I tell people this all the time. Me and my wife is married. I own her. She owns me. She has all the rights to ask me whatever it is that she wants to ask. I got all the rights to ask her whatever it is that I want to ask. Now, ultimately, we are adults and can make your own decisions, but we gonna consult with each other before we just start doing shit. Like, because that's the way a healthy relationship works. That's the way you get to be in a stress-free, I don't have to worry about this type of shit, because we're on a mutual understanding. We're on an even accord. We understand each other. We know what we're trying to accomplish together, and not just, I can do this on my own and I don't need her for shit. I can do this on my own and I don't need him for shit. When you have two people like that, everybody, when we both fighting to see who's gonna drive the car, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna crash. Because there's only one steering wheel. Like, we can't both drive.
So this is another thing that I run into, right? Running talking to females, and it mind boggles me. It's like, so like you said, I ask females, like, so I have people say, like, well, even if I do get a man, like, I ain't the type to ask him to do this or depend on him. And I was just like, so I always say, I said, well, what's the point of having somebody in your life if
If you
you
can't
if
depend
you
on them.
if you can't depend on them, or you need something, you can't, like, just like, what's the purpose? Like you said, that's like, that'd be like you said, it's like you have a wife and it's like, I'm not depending on my wife for nothing. Like, I'm not asking my wife for anything. It's just going to be off the muscle. It's like, well, what do you have a wife for
What you
then? Like,
got
you
her
know what I'm
for,
saying?
yeah.
Like, what do you have her for? Like, what is she around? What is she in your life for? Like, in those times of need, or those times of whatever, vulnerability, whatever, if she's not there, what is she? Why is she your wife?
That's what I was about to say, because just like you just hit the nail on the head when you said vulnerability, especially for us, for men. For
Yes.
men of our generation. That's just, you know what I'm saying, let's separate these things.
Facts. Yeah, I'm about to say,
Um
not this new generation.
to
Yeah.
get to to get to a point where, like you said, I'm gonna be vulnerable. It takes a lot for me to choose this woman, and then after I choose her, to then put myself in a situation to be vulnerable with her. But that takes me making the right choice in the situation, and not just, all right, she was cute and we both ordered the same appetizer, so fuck it. Like, that
Right.
takes years, and that takes practice, and that takes work. And the huge thing that basically everybody's saying in these situations is they don't want to work for these things. And nobody wants to work for these relationships in these situations, because you've been shown that, or you've been, basically, it's just, this didn't work, I can move on to the next person. This didn't work, I can move on to the next person. Like, whether that be after a couple of months, couple of weeks, or a couple of years. And nobody places any value on these relationships, it seems, to the point where we could just be in and out of them just fast as whatever. Like,
No,
shit don't
that's a
make no sense.
fact. No, they over, like, they be over, like you said, as fast as they get started, bro. And like you said, and it's like people just genuinely, like I said again, bro, like they genuinely just don't. It goes back to what we started basically the conversation with. Like, people just don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? At this age, and it's just like, bro, it's literally such a burnout, man. Like, it's such a burnout, and
If you listening to this, and if you listening to this episode, you disagree with anything that we're saying, that's perfectly fine. I wholeheartedly accept all of that. Please come and disagree. I welcome all of that. Um, we can do the inverse of this conversation, where this is the whole premise of the podcast. Is I don't want to shoot. I don't want to burn through everything in one episode. Let's get you back again and again and again and again, and we could talk about this is what I'm looking for. We could talk about these are the pluses of the situation once I'm in this age and stage. We can do all of that. But feel free to tap in and tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all for that. Now, before we wrap up this episode 78, Push Through Pain Fitness. Let's talk a little bit about Push Through Pain Fitness. What's been your biggest challenge being your own boss with Push Through Pain?
The biggest challenge I would say is just getting like kind of like massive amounts of support. Like I get support from people, and like you know what I mean, it goes well. You know what I'm saying, and I think I do pretty well with it. You know what I'm saying, I get a lot of good feedback and stuff. But it's just like if I had a little bit more, I feel like I've had a little bit more support. You know what I mean, it could take it to another level. But like like you just was saying, like this, where I feel like having a partner. You know what I'm saying, like. I feel like will definitely like help me, you know what I mean? Just to help me push in a perspective, look at shit in a different way. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that would genuinely like, you know what I mean? Like help my overall life, which would in turn help my business, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The type of business that you in is similar to the businesses that I'm in, where it has to be a demand for the supply. So it's not even really like it's not a lack of support type of thing, but I can't make you decide that you want to get your life together. You know what I'm saying? I can't make you decide that, you know what, I need to lose this 15 pounds. Not just I'm trying to go to this party and I'm gonna look good in this dress if I lose this 15 pounds, but like I got high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and if I can get these 20 pounds off, it might help my situation. I'm pre-diabetic and I need to get this shit out of here. It's the same shit where like I can't make you buy a sweatsuit. I can't make you buy a jersey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of
but
those things. It's like it being a business that's dependent on other people is like the issue there. Is from what I see.
yeah, but no, but that was going to lead me to my next point with like, and that was the next one. Like the biggest issue is just like really like people wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there are so many people that DM me and hit me up, and it's like, when I tell you, Hank, like genuinely, bro, like you see, I don't really do it, and I need to do more marketing and stuff. And I'm working. That's something that I'm working on, and I'm definitely gonna get better at it. But I don't call people like anybody that I get like they call me when they hit me up. So it's like you call me to waste my time. It's like they call me like, hey, yeah, I want to start working out. Yeah, I'm trying to start in December. And it's August. Like, why are you calling me right now? Like, I'm confused by this. Like, you want to start in December, but you're calling me in August. And then when December comes, you're going to say, oh, no, it's
Oh, it's almost
Christmas.
New
And
Year.
yeah, it's Christmas. I mean, I might as well start next year. And it's like, people like waste your time. So I would say that's definitely the biggest like thing is like getting people just to, you know what I mean, to get on board, like you said, and be consistent.
Nah, the other night we in the store. We in Walmart the other night, and I'm like trying to. Well, what did you say you needed me to go get? But I got two people asking me about jerseys. I go through a whole fucking 20-minute conversation with two different people. You want this, you want that, copy. Oh no, I ain't ready to order it though yet. So why the fuck did you just take me through all this?
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, what are you wasting my time for? Like that 20 minutes is 20 minutes I can't get back, my guy. Like, and it's like,
I'm saying I'm standing there in the aisle. I'm not listening to nothing my wife is saying. Uh, and yeah, I'm just holding two joints. I'm going through two joints. All right, so you want this number, you want this color, you want this, or you want oh no, neither one of you niggas ain't ready.
yeah, so
Before
that
we
would be the
close,
biggest challenge.
all right, so before we close this one out, let everybody know where to follow you and all of that good stuff before we close episode 78 out.
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Terrence Stokes. You can follow me on Instagram. It's TSTOKESSP, all one word. And you can also follow my fitness page, PUSHTHRUPAIN Fitness, all one word. Push Through Pain Fitness.
And to let the folks know, you know what I'm saying, in case y'all didn't catch the SP, he's in Philly, he's in South Philly. But you do the virtual workouts and all of that
I
for the
do
out of town
virtual
folks as
workouts
well.
yeah, for the folks that are out of town. I do virtual workouts through Zoom, FaceTime. So don't let it discourage you, and they're just as good as my in-person workouts. I can promise you that.
Copy that. For those who don't know, me and Stokesy started in the podcasting game together, you know what I'm saying, 5 years ago. Our initial run together on OLF podcast, we was part of the initial 4 hosts of the show. So, you know what I'm saying? Good to get my bro on here. Episode 78. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Man, listen, bro. It's great to come back on. That's why I'm glad, before you go, because I'm glad you let me come on. I wanted to, come on and support my bro. You know what I mean? And this will not be, inshallah, will not be my first time on the show. My
Inshallah. It will
last
not be
time
the
on the
last
show.
time. I mean,
Last time. Yeah, last time
that's
on the show. My bad.
episode 78, y'all. We are out.